that I've mentioned here. Bwanause, Chokani, Chipembere, Kanyama Chiume, all these leaders, they rebelled against Kamuzu. Because to them they felt he had given them their independence. That was it. Then he would have either go back to UK where he came from. So there was that resistance. So there were struggles or quarrels between two factions. There were some people who were behind Dr. Banda those days, like in Gwanda Chakwamba. In 1964, because he was behind Kamuzu. He was fighting for the survival of Kamuzu. Whereas these other ministers rebelled against him. So when you hear the cabinet crisis that happened in 1964, but since he was the prime minister, he asked the people whom they favored, those rebels and himself. That was in Parliament in Zomba. So most of the MPs there and most of the people outside, they said they wanted Kamuzu. You see? So those ministers, seeing that the situation was not controllable, was not to their side, they fled the country. Some went to Zambia, some went even to Tanzania. Right? So Kamuzu went on ruling Malawi Congress Party up to 1990. Now, 1990, in between those years of the 60s to 1990, other people became a bit also frustrated with his administration. Some were calling for a change of, and mostly those who were being fired from, because Malawi Congress Party is known by observing the four cornerstones: unity, loyalty, obedience, and discipline. Anybody who breaks these four cornerstones, during the time of Dr. Banda, he would be treated as somebody who was ungrateful. And there were some penalties imposed. Some were expelled from the party, but after some time they could be taken back, like that, you see. So this system of observing the four cornerstones did not still go well with people. Human beings, where you are 20, 50, you can't all be equal in your thinking. You can impose certain points to adhere to, but still you find other people who, like today we had a meeting here with our young men here, as you see them. We could not agree on certain items or certain principles, So we had to put some had hits. No. This is how it should be. This is how it should be. Oh, okay. No. Here you went astray. This is how it should be. So where you stay as human beings, there are some sort of such sort of discipline, right? So during the years of Dr. Banda's era, other people felt enough was enough. In 1990, there were now people coming out openly, not openly, but it was underground. Like the people who were being fired during his time. Like Muluzi is a good example. He made a pressure group. Chakufa Chihana. He went even to Zambia, freeing Dr. Banda's regime. So all such things. So those people were also coordinating. They were communicating. to say, no, gentlemen, I think enough is enough. No, enough is enough, right? So in 1991, rather, there was what you hear, that there was a pastoral letter. You remember? The first pastoral letter from the Catholic priests and all that. That also triggered more attention by these people who were moving during the night, hiding, making their own agendas, like the Muluzis, the Chahanas, and the rest. They found a way now to try to come out on the open. I don't know whether you are following all that. So, when that happened, that pastoral letter, the MCP supporters, then they were furious, because that was, don't forget, it was one party state. Nobody could just oppose anyhow. You know, the party officials, they fumed. Who are the Catholic people to do this? Oh, yeah, why? No. We shall deal with them. Oh, we shall deal with them. So those Catholic priests stood their foot hard to say, okay, if they want to kill us, they have to kill us. But we are not happy the way other things are moving. Right? Then that now let these other people also step in, you know, coming out that no, they are not happy with this as well, all this, you know. That scenario now forced that issue of the government to come up or to challenge such attitudes by declaring what you hear of those who wanted multi-party type of government or single party singular party or single party of running the government, who people should be given a debate. People should be given a chance to say what their feelings were. So it is when you heard that there was that referendum, asking for the referendum to hear the people's views. So the party sympathizers at the time, they were also challenging to say, even if they bring the referendum, Bwana, you will still rule this country, you will still win, telling Dr. Banda, you know. So, well, Dr. Banda, declared for that referendum to take place. He said, okay, let's go for a referendum. So people went for a referendum. They voted just to find that most of the people wanted multi-party, a type of government. So the government, because it was a single party, was defeated. So people had to go for now, because they voted, they said, no, on the referendum we want multi-party. So people had to vote. That was now 1994. People had to vote. Now, when they voted, still the opposition and all those people who were the pressure group won. Bruce won. He was now the president of the multi-party set of government in 1994. That is the situation which saw Malawi Congress Party to be booted out. So we have been in multi-party state from 1994 up to date. We have been holding elections after 5 years from 1994 up to 2020, when there was a dispute of the elections that no, MCP and a few other people teamed up to say, no, we feel the elections of 2020 and 2019 were rigged. So in the courts, they won the case, and the court declared that yes, the 2019 elections were rigged. They have to go back to the polls and vote. So you find that, MCP and a few other parties teamed up. That was, to make the Tosse Alliance. That's why you saw that, up to now when we dress, or when HE dresses the other party members, he says anti-Tosse Alliance. Though now even the Tosse Alliance looks to be a bit shaken because some are pulling out from it. But, the coming in, the ushering in of that party in 2020, that the Malawi Congress Party bounced back to power, was a result of them going to court that the 2019 polls were rigged. So that's why we are in the government. The next elections are coming next year in September. So you will see that the various parties now are campaigning for their survival, that maybe they could be considered to be in government. So each party is moving on its own now, trying to canvass for their popularity on the ground. In short, that is how Otton Chirwa was once the Secretary General, and is the one who came up with that name of Malawi Congress Party. In between, there were other people, notable people, very intelligent young men and all that, like Alec Banda and all that. But those were young those days. They also came in, they did their part also as Secretary General, worked for the party. They were chairman of various institutions like Malawi Young Pioneers, Press Holdings. Alec Banda was once a deputy chair of Press Holdings. The chairman was Kamuzu himself. So you could see those days for somebody to deputize Kamuzu, he made somebody was jacked upstairs. So there were such people in the system who need not to be forgotten for what they did. The people like Honorable J.Z. Utembo, who died just last year, he used to hold so many statutory bodies at one time, being chairman of this body, being chairman, and at one time he also became the governor of Reserve Bank of Malawi, and he was also the president of the MCP party anyway during the time.
This is now the end of our episode for today, whereby I was with Harold Muyawa, who is the regional treasurer for MCP, and he was explaining to us the history of Malawi Congress Party. As you already know that this is the mother of all political parties here in Malawi. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your comment on our YouTube channel. Bye for now.